how we do our Spaceimpact.
Look him in the eye. No, look him in the eye. Look him in the eye.
So how do you think we changed the drug issue in South Africa?
Not an issue.
What?
That's great.
Yeah.
The shit you wearing right now, is that local? Off-white.
It's your sniper off-white. I got it for free as well. Though.
Damn, that's true. This be getting Escape supply with Escape.
That's what I'm saying. Escape connect, escape friendships.
I won't lie, even
Escape
I need more. Like,
That we try to have more. We don't even have. You trying to get more. At least like half. Let's split it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's tough. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And just like that, you know what I'm saying? We in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? What to do, Space Academy. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Loke yet again. You know what I'm saying? And today we got a crazy nigga in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
You already know I'm with Big Junkie.
You know what I'm saying?
Big Junkie, huh?
The biggest.
Hey.
The biggest Junkie.
New name.
That is like Big Junkie, huh?
He's like,
oh, okay.
He knows the
no,
old.
it makes sense, bro. Trust me.
That nigga said, trust
if you
me.
know him for a long time, it makes sense.
It makes sense, you know what I'm saying?
No cap.
Yeah, man. We in the building with Nav, you know what I'm saying? Make some noise for Nav one time in the building, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Don't worry. No, it won't be that crazy in the final thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
put me on, man.
you know what I'm saying? How you feeling today, broski?
I'm chilling, man. I'm so calm. I've been spending time with my family.
Yes.
Yeah. I just got here like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
From where?
Cape Town.
Cape Town. Yes.
What's popping in Cape Town? What's going on over there?
I was doing a few shows. I did a pop-up. Working on videos as well with my Nigerian artist Savage.
Ish.
Working on stuff with Ziggy. Working on stuff with Cash.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's the whole roster. So who do we have in the NeverBroke gang? You know what I'm saying? So you say Cash, Ziggy, we got Savage in there.
So I mean, yeah, Savage NeverBroke gang, but he's not part of NeverBroke. I don't know how to explain that, but he's gang. But like artist wise, I would say right now it's just from a creative point of view, Ziggy, Cash, and Tabang. Yeah, basically.
Those are the creatives in the gang type shit.
And obviously Baker and myself.
For sure.
And obviously Money. Yeah.
How'd you tap in with let's look at the more recent niggas, right? So you got Ziggy in there.
Ziggy is just natural, man. So I actually am an executive producer, so sometimes people pay me or I have deals with people to help them with music. Yeah. So throughout last year, I was assisting Pluto from Cape Town. Yeah. So I was executive producing his music, putting him in camps with the right people, etc. And during a camp in Cape Town, I met Ziggy. And yeah, we just kicked it off from there, man. Like he's really good people. So if you just look at the history of NeverBroke, everything is very personal. Yeah. So I really connected with him on a personal level, where he came from, the way he carries himself, especially considering where he comes from.
Facts.
You know, he was very like super respectful and super just considerate. You know, we're in an Airbnb, but he's always making sure everything is clean. Making sure like everyone's good. Like and he doesn't have to be like that. Like he can be any way he wants, but he's just that sort of person, which is dope. Yeah, and we built a relationship from there. Just heard his music, and like when the video was being shot for like Horner and stuff, everything was like our team. So Baker was involved. Yeah. Baker edited the video, all that sort of stuff. So before the video dropped, they had reached out to me to assist them, you know, and Ziggy and I had a very good relationship at that point. So
is Ziggy anything like what he portrays like on the music videos? And because a lot of people on the net have that kind of perception of him, like they think that that's what he was like in real life. Is he not?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I feel like the music videos are very chill, to be honest with you. He comes from like very hectic situations. Yeah. So there's a lot of truth to the videos.
And I feel like that's why a lot of people gravitate towards him also, because it's real.
Yeah.
Like normally when you see shit like that, you know, it's like props, you know what I'm saying? Niggas aren't really like that.
Niggas ain't about that life.
You can sniff like that shit out. But with him, you can actually see that
it's very real.
It's real.
Actually, to be honest with you guys, a lot of times we have to censor stuff because we can't.
It's too real.
It's too real. It's too real.
Yeah, because I also saw on the vlogs. The vlogs are actually dope. The
vlogs are crazy.
Got to see a lot inside scoop of like, you know, day in the life. And it's real, bro.
That vlog was crazy, first.
That vlog was
No cap,
crazy.
I won't lie.
We took out some crazy
I'll
shit.
spin your top.
Yeah.
Hey,
boy.
hey.
And that's Minnie behind the camera.
No, there wasn't many. It's another guy called Dean.
Dean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Minnie has like a full-time job now, so we don't not always working, but we still
Tapped in.
family. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
so
dope.
you were describing like, you know, how it's mainly about like connection with niggas that joined the NeverBroke gang.
Yeah, it's all very personal, man. I've never actually gone out. I guess Jay a little bit. I went out, sought out to work with him, but I've never really gone and looked for someone. It's always very personal and natural.
Yeah.
Just because, man, music is hectic and managing artists is very hectic. So you need to really mess with the actual person.
Yeah.
You guys have to have real connection because it's way deeper.
Yeah.
It's way bigger than all this stuff. And yeah, just from advice, man. I grew up around people who have been in the music industry, who manage people. And there was always warnings. Like my grandfather always warned me, like he's like, managing artists, don't
It's a
ever
crazy
do that.
job.
Yeah,
You know
wasn't
what I'm
your grandfather in the game? Don't you come from a family
saying?
of
Yeah. So my grandfather
musicians?
managed Himasekela.
Damn.
Yeah, but this was like when he was still in the States, like when he was still like in the States.
Yeah.
So we grew up around like crazy musicians. Not only that, like my family in general, my father, my grandmother, like our whole lives,
So
they
you
were around
got that
crazy
knowledge.
musicians.
You got that knowledge.
I grew up around like incredible live musicians. That's where I learned music from, like
Yeah.
live music. I used to play piano, drums. I used to sing, write. I still write. So yeah. That's where it all stems from. Like a super musical family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd say your love for music dates way back, like
Yeah, it's insane.
since the gym.
Like, guys, the music thing,
Yeah.
It's crazy, that.
it's mad. It's mad personal for me. Because
Yeah.
music was also there for me. Like, I feel like music grew me up in a point where I didn't really have... like, my father was dealing with, like, sickness. My relationship with my mom was very different. So, I feel like rappers grew me up.
Yeah.
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 So, it was a very personal. Like, I was obsessed with music in high school. It was crazy. During class, I was listening to music all the time. Between classes, if I didn't have earphones, I'd be putting my phone to my ear.
Trying to just bump some
I
shit.
was a bit of a weirdo, to be honest with you. Like,
good.
it was a bit weird, but
Yeah.
it was dope. I'd spend all my time like playing piano, playing drums. It was a bit different for me because I was super into sports. So I was that guy who was playing first team rugby, but I'm in the choir as well.
Oh,
and
shit.
I'm acting as well.
That's a diverse nigga right there.
So it was just like, it played a huge role in my life in general.
Now, I just want to backtrack to where you said, unlike Jay, where that was one of the artists where you said you sought out, like...
Yeah, so I sought him out to a certain extent because, it's a crazy story, man, because Sticks, who I went to primary school with from Swaziland,
Yeah.
he was the guy working with Jay
Yeah.
before, like from the beginning, right? So it was crazy. I was walking into a session with Jay, with Sticks, and Jay had just left, and Sticks told me about Jay.
Yeah.
That's the day he made Hype.
Okay.
Yeah, so the day he made Hype, that's when he told me about Jay. But at that time, I was working with Frank Casino. So, I wanted Jay to join the CutThroat family,
yeah.
basically.
That was when you was also CutThroat. Like
Frank, yeah.
But you was also with them, moving
Yeah,
with them
yeah.
at that
So that's
time.
when I was head of A&R at CutThroat.
Yeah.
Before NeverBroke.
Before NeverBroke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to sign Jay to CutThroat, but that whole situation went weird. Frank and I both left.
Weird how, bro?
Like just the guys who are running it. I mean, the one guy Pedro was super fire. His family to today, but I feel like 90% of the team and Nape weren't connecting. You know? We just weren't on the same page, and I feel like because I am a musician first, I always found myself understanding the artists more. You know, so to a certain extent, you know, you're supposed to be part of the label, but I get the artist. So I was like sort of pulling towards understanding the artist and making things make sense for the artist. You know, so I feel like to a certain extent it just didn't make sense. And yeah, we decided to leave. Even when we were leaving, though, they did offer us a deal, and they said to us, because I was having issues with them, so I was leaving in any case.
Okay.
And they said, yo, even if Nav is leaving, because I was the guy with Jay the whole time. I was the connection to Jay.
Yeah.
Like, even if Nav is leaving, you guys can still be here. But it just wouldn't have made sense.
Yeah.
I think with Napier specifically, it wouldn't have made sense. Yeah.
So niggas like left that and
So
then...
we left that. At that time, I was also developing Rico, who inspired all of this.
Shout out Rico.
And Rico was like incredible, just an incredible musician. And yeah, he inspired NeverBroke. Like NeverBroke comes from a Rico lyric. Yeah, because the lyric was like, I was never broke, I'm with Neverone. Yeah, my name is Neverone.
Yeah.
So that's where the whole thing came from.
The name.
It's literally from the lyrics. Then we started calling this whole
NeverBroke.
NeverBroke, yeah.
Shout out Rico.
And then that's where this whole thing started. And we had a partnership with PH, who's like my dad type shit. And yeah, that's where it all built from, basically. Raw X Studios.
So now at that time, now when the whole NeverBroke is coming together, did you have that mindset of like, you know, you're trying to grow something from, since you left CutThroat, now you're trying to grow your own thing?
Yeah, we're trying to grow our own thing. But it was super family based, man. Like most of my career, I guess until the last 2 years, was super like emotionally and passion driven.
Yeah.
It was super just like on family vibes.
Yeah.
And growing something super authentic. And I feel like that's what really helped us back then, because I was a manager, but I was trapping.
Hard.
I was trapping hard.
They said hard.
Like, we were trapping hard. With Rod. Like, we were trapping hard. It was just a different time, and we didn't give a fuck. Like everything was in our videos. Everything was on the internet.
Yeah.
I'd be posting on my Instagram with lean, with weed, like with whatever it may be. You know, it was just a different time, and I think that helped us stand out a lot, because we didn't really care. We were just like
niggas just doing this thing. Yeah.
We were just passionately doing music, and it was super sonic driven. Like we're just driven by the sound of music, not even like success, because we didn't make the smartest moves for success. Like we intentionally didn't feature mainstream artists. Like we're literally saying, nah, we just need to do it with us and some young niggas. Like we're only gonna work with young niggas. Jay only featured Patrick Lee and Rico. Literally, it's like we're only working with young people.
Independent vibes.
We're doing our own shows, putting young people. And then when we got a bit of steam, then we said we're doing our own shows with young people, but we're going to bring Ricky too. We'll bring Cass, and we'll bring these people just to also help us
grow,
bring a crowd, and shit like that. So yeah, that was the whole mission back then. It was super just like passion driven, just for the love of music, the love of each other, just making it work as boys.
So at that time, so it's purely passion driven, the love for the art. Niggas weren't really looking at like a business perspective, like, okay, this is gonna grow as a business.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was a business perspective, but the way we were moving wasn't super business driven. It was like we're gonna do what we fuck with first. And then like what the business that comes from that will be on business. But we didn't make the moves based on business. Like we could have featured Ricky earlier, or we could have featured this person or that, but we're like, nah, we're trying to like build a shit for the kids. We're trying to show you guys there's this guy called Patrick, and this guy called this, and this guy called Letabo Acid, and this guy called, because people didn't, there was none of this shit, bro. Like there was literally none of this shit. No one knew any of these guys in the mainstream. No one knew what was going on. It was actually just, it was a completely different world that we're introducing to the people.
And now as a manager, right, since you're saying your background was like fully, around music, I'm saying you were music driven and all that. So I don't know if you know like how some artists will get a manager, but it's like their sister or like their auntie, I'm saying? Someone who doesn't really have much music knowledge or passion for it. So can you say that like there's a big difference between those two types of managers, or is it like how you handle the career?
I think so, but also like, I mean, if you have capacity for like a lot of people in your team who can do different roles, like have an A&R, etc., that's cool. But we didn't have that, so I was all of these things, and me having a musical background really, really helped. I can say specifically for Jay, it helped a lot because Jay was very trappy, like he was very underground, and people messed with him, but he was struggling to connect with mainstream people. And me bringing in like super musicality, and Jay's he plays live instruments, but he was on some trap shit. So I was trying to get him back to like, yo bro, sing properly, play guitar, doing performances with a pianist, doing like broken down sessions where it's just like him and keys, like just shit like that, taking it to like a musical space where like mainstream people, grown people can be like, yo, this guy's actually super talented. Like this guy can actually sing. This guy can actually do things, like he's not just some trap guy, he's actually a proper musician. Because Jay is like an incredible musician. He just, I just feel like a lot of stuff was just too easy for Jay, so he got over it. Like he learned it very young. He was a super incredible guitar player when he was like 16 years old.
Yeah.
You know, so he was already over it.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like that musicality helped. Like me trying to put him in that direction as opposed to being like super underground or like Uzi or whatever the case may be. Yeah, just trying to bring him back to a place where the masses of South Africa can actually consume him. Yeah,
and it can connect to that mainstream audience and shit like that. And
So you manage like so many artists, bro, like with so many needs, you know, so many different sounds. Like how do you go about like also NASA, for instance, like he made a totally different sound, you know what I'm saying, to the rest of the camp. So how do you go about like pushing that? Like were there any challenges?
Nah, because we have a team of like crazy musicians.
Yeah,
that's actually the crazy thing. Like Baker is an insane musician, Cash is an insane musician, Jay's an insane musician. So, and you know, I consider myself a good musician too. So we like, man, we know music.
Yeah,
we know music first. You know, it's not like I didn't know rock music.
Okay.
Because I had been playing drums for like rock music in high school.
Yeah.
So like I knew all the shit. I went to a school that was like predominantly white. So like bands would come perform there, and so I was tapped in, man. I knew that sound. So, man, I spent so much time. I don't think I spent more time in studio, like in such a small space of time than NASA. Like I'd spend 8 hours in the day, like in the studio with him, like in a day, and like help him make music, and I'd help produce stuff from scratch.
Yeah.
You know, because I'd bring in instrumentalists like Theo, for example, who can play piano and guitar and bass. And I'd say, yo, play this, do this, like this. Jamie would write something and I'd be like, yo, this is dope, make this the hook, change this up a bit, change this flow here, do this, do that, you know what I'm saying?
And I really fuck with NASA's music, bro.
Insane, bro.
Different.
Insane. And actually, Cash wrote a lot for NASA.
Oh, really?
Bro, Cash's rock shit is insane. Like,
The Cash was so diverse like that, for real. Like.
So Cash wrote a lot for NASA. I think Jay also wrote here and there for NASA too. But yeah,
that sounds amazing. Also now, when it comes to like now, you also get like people who are like, yeah, but this sound will never go anywhere in South Africa. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about stuff like that? Comments like that?
I mean,
because not just NASA only, but even like Jay and them sound. A lot of people be saying they should.
Man,
there's no market.
There's no market for this sound. South Africa. Does it force you to now like change your way of moving? Like, okay, maybe we should hop on like piano, maybe try.
Man, it's all those things to a certain extent does, you know, affect us, but not really, because NASA actually started getting real motion. NASA has numbers on his music that like hip hop artists who people think are successful,
they don't even
or popping, don't even have those numbers. And he's some white guy doing rock music, and they're not even giving him playlists. You know, it's not like Internet Girl where, bro, these guys, their streams are like in playlists, like 80% of their streams are playlists. But they have a huge fan base too.
Yeah, definitely.
But NASA never had playlists. But he has songs on like 100K streams, which is like crazy for you know, like a pop rock artist. So
South Africa.
I mean, these things affect us, but what's crazy, man, which people don't realize is we chose to do things a specific way, you know, and have a specific texture. And we knew that South Africa wasn't about it like that.
Yeah.
But it showed in our careers, like we literally attracted an international community like crazy. Jay attracted international people like crazy.
And not just that, but the kids now are able to also like, you know what I'm saying, still push that.
Hell yeah.
And not have to go and, you know, hop on piano because of...
Hell yeah. Man, Jay, like, he inspired like a lot of, like 90% of this shit, bro.
Fact.
Like all these artists who are popping on a super high level, when I met them, they said that, yo, bro, you don't know me, but I know you. You guys inspired the shit. Like when I met a lot of niggas, I wouldn't like put them on blast, but they told me straight, like, yo, bro, you guys are the guys that inspired us.
Niggas set the blueprint, bro.
Yeah. Exactly. Niggas set the blueprint.
Even our piano artists, bro. Like Youngstown was a huge J Money fan.
That's crazy.
Huge. Bro, Chico will tell you about NeverBroke. Like Chico knows NeverBroke very, very well. And it's just because everyone, like, he's told people, like he told bands that like, yo, you guys actually inspired me. You guys, like this blueprint, like I've been watching NeverBroke, I watched your vlogs. Like we're moving like how you guys were supposed to be moving. You guys should have still been together doing this. Like, you know, a lot of what we did inspired like a lot of people. But also like, man, it attracted an international community. Jay had crazy people hitting me up from overseas, from the States, from Europe, from Nigeria. He was on billboards in Nigeria before, like SA, you know, he was working with, everyone in Nigeria knows Jay. like even till now.
Yeah.
People who are on tour with Rema, Jay, Psycho IP and them, like when I met them, they're like, yo, bro, Jay Molley.
Yeah.
Like Jay inspired those guys, bro.
That's dope.
Like guys who are like doing crazy shit. Literally Jay inspired them. So, it just it attracted what we're looking to attract.
Yeah.
When Post Malone and them came here, those guys were like, yo, we fuck with you niggas. Let's
shit.
chill,
Yeah.
We were chilling with Tyler, yeah, we're like, a lot of people, man, just weird shit, bro. Just showed when, what's that guy's name, man? I forgot this artist's name. At that sports scene event, like he asked Jay to open for him. Like Jay performed, he saw Jay perform, and then he was like, no, you need to bring me out on stage.
Yeah.
I forgot that guy's name. But yeah, it attracted what we needed to attract, type shit. Obviously, there was a loss here, but we got traction in other places.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is what it is.
And that's crazy because there are some people who hate on that thing of like, you get more love from outside than from where you're from, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like you guys use that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it might not be the same here, but as long as we're getting motion out there, that's still a dub.
Yeah, I realized that, man, in my career, even as a manager, it's just like the texture is very important. Even if people don't realize it where you're from, like that texture can change your life if the right people witness it or experience the texture. You know what I'm saying? If you move in a specific way, and you around the right people, they'll be like, damn, you actually that guy.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, yo, if you need this, give me a call. If you're in the city, give me a call. And then that led to me being where I am today.
Yeah.
Just having that texture, being next to the right people. And yeah, just connected the dots.
Yeah. And now all of these like international connections that y'all been making, is this what inspired, or not inspired, but is this how the motion for you to travel and shit like that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Came into play.
That's exactly what it was. It's just, we had a specific texture and the international people started hitting us up. And even with the specific texture, when international people came here, people from here who needed those people to be handled or needed specific stuff, they reach out to us because they know that we had that texture.
Yeah.
Or we just have the source, or we have the, the level of management or ability to like handle things and move. So, and then, that's how you get into those positions, basically. For a long time, I won't lie, I felt like people didn't get it.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was wasted. I feel like people didn't see me.
Yeah. And
then certain things in life happen. I was just like, yo, actually, it made sense that you move like this. Don't think that just because people aren't giving you that gratification or whatever you want, like at some point it's going to click. If you have that specific texture and that quality, at some point it's going to click. Yeah, if you're moving right.
Yeah. I like that keyword you use, texture. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard someone refer to it as texture. You gotta have that texture. You know what I'm saying? That's dope.
Yeah.
So now with all those international travels, so you've linked up with like many crazy people. You know what I'm saying? Like
Ty Dolla $ign,
boy, like
Bryson Tiller.
The list goes. I feel like there's more. I feel like there's more that we don't even know about. Like who?
Hey Boogie.
Who can you tell us that? And which one was the most memorable for you?
It's most memorable.
Offset.
Nah, not Offset.
That's crazy. To be able to say that is crazy. Nah,
not
Offset, but that was crazy.
Not Offset.
Man, it's about connections. Like me and Ty were really like, we had a good connection.
Yeah.
Don Toliver as well. ASAP Ferg, his family, like him and I talk often.
Yeah.
Probably Schmurder's cool. Like a few people, man. Like, yeah, it's all work also at the same time.
Yeah.
So we're working, but there's connections. It's dope, homies.
And you was with Ty around that time. You was also working on that tape with Kanye.
Yeah.
So what was that like? You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. I was talking to him about it yesterday. Like I heard like all the shit before it came out.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff.
That's insane, bro.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like a lot of unreleased stuff. That's what I was saying now off camera about Don Toliver. I want to hear the project because he had paid me some shit. I'm not sure if it's on the project or not. So I'm still gonna like listen and hear. Yeah, I heard some unreleased stuff. They were still working on it, man. Like when it came to the Vulture shit, they literally they came from Italy to Geneva, and like I got them from the airport. As we went to the hotel, DJ Fab pulls out his laptop, connects to the Bluetooth, and like literally they're opening the sessions. And, like, going through the music, and we just started talking about it. Obviously, like I had just met them. I had been speaking to them before, but I just met them. But I'm a musician, man, so like I naturally said what I needed to say, and I feel like me having things to say that are of substance also made the relationship easier to like
Facts, you know,
Yeah,
you're not just there in the background, just, you know, hanging around. Like, you have some shit, you have input and shit like
input,
that.
I'm actually saying stuff. So it was dope. The Vulture shit was crazy. I heard a lot of crazy stuff. Even stuff that wasn't on the project that could be on the
still in the vault, yeah. Damn, how does a nigga join NeverBroke, bro? I'm trying to join NeverBroke. I'm trying to travel too, Nev.
Shit, to be honest with you, I mean, shout out to NeverBroke, but my international team live base is what's really connecting all these dots.
How did that relationship form? Like, how did you link them? What were you doing? What were you up to?
Yeah, what are you?
What were you up to the way you just...
No, man, it's just relationships and just like knowing specific people and having a connection with specific people. You know, I had met the founder of Live Base in SA. I had met him in Dubai. But I think he saw the way I handled Kehlani. You know, because when I was working with Kehlani. And then when Kehlani went back to LA, I also went back. So I was with them in LA. I went to LA. So I was with them. I was doing some stuff in Dubai as well. So, yeah, the relationship just built, man. And he saw what I was doing. He liked the way I did the things. And, yeah, the relationship just built from there.
What's the scope of, like, the stuff you were doing with Kehlani or for Kehlani?
Tour managing.
Okay.
It's so important to be ready when opportunities come your way.
That's what I'm saying. No cap, you know what I'm saying? Because you have this knowledge, you have all this, like, now when niggas approach you on some, yo, I need you to handle this, you actually can handle this.
For real. Like,
and just ready. Being there, man.
You're ready.
Being there is very important.
Yeah.
And I think people need to realize that just being there, risking the money, like, even if you're not making money to be in London or if you're not making money to be in Paris, just take the risk and go and hustle, man, and see.
Because just being there could be an opportunity.
It
like,
changes the whole thing.
Yeah.
Especially when important people see you everywhere. They're like, "Hi, dog, why are you here?"
Yeah. No cap. Like,
but who are you? What do you do?
Exactly.
Like you everywhere.
Then they want to tap in. They're like, okay, now let me actually see what you're about. Yeah,
exactly. So it helps. It helps for sure. A credit card helps.
Hey, nigga said a credit card
I don't have
helps.
money, but hey, put it on the card. We'll figure out later.
I key, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, yeah.
We'll deal with that later.
Yeah.
All right, let's just take it to a quick ad break, you know what I'm saying? We'll be right back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's go. Can't stop, won't stop, gotta keep going. What's my cut? Sippin' on money, she got me flown. I'm kinda less, bitch, I've been on the road. These niggas can't get like me. Know these niggas think I'm gon' fight at me. Pull up to the top, yeah, I'm ready to shoot her. Pull up whole gang, I'm with the troops up. Told that bitch, make that shit loose. I got rid on my shoes. Told them don't play with me, no, I don't lose.
Hey man, and we're back from that break, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to R-Leaf one time, you know what I'm saying? We still in the building with NeverBroke. We got Nav in the building, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I also wanted to find out, you know what I'm saying, from your manager's perspective, like, what would you say, aside from the connection that you said that is also a vital thing, you know what I'm saying, when you building connections, but like what criteria does an artist have to have or check off for you to be like, okay, I see potential in this person and I'm trying to like push their career?
Obviously be a great musician, like good at music. The next most important thing, if not the most important thing, is just being a superstar. Yeah, I think I've learned that over the years. Like, being a superstar naturally is actually the most important thing.
Yeah,
the music shit, we can figure it out.
Yeah, like, because you can still build that, you know what I'm saying?
We can figure out the music.
An artist.
Yeah, we can figure out the music. That's how it works overseas, everywhere. Like, Jay-Z and them, they're not signing people because they created music. They didn't sign Rihanna because she's the greatest musician.
Yeah.
You know?
They see that potential, the aura, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's the star power. Same shit with Tyler, same shit with Shoma Josie.
Like, for real.
It's all about star power. The music shit, they figured it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When they saw Tyler, when she was 17, 16, I don't know when I met her. Like, when Garth was working with her, whatever the case may be, it wasn't that she's a great musician. She's going to be a superstar. You can tell when someone's a superstar.
Has that style potential.
Naturally, yeah. I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially today, because, like, there's ways of making great music. Like, a lot of people can make good
anyone
music,
can. That's the thing, bro. That's what I was telling niggas the other day. Like, everyone's gonna be talented. Now we're gonna have to like charge differently. Like,
the way it's set up now, like, having a good end product, you guys can figure it out. But the star thing, that's the thing that you can't really buy, man.
Yeah,
that thing's different. Yeah,
I feel you.
Yeah,
that's crazy, bro.
You either got it or you don't.
You either got it or you don't. Nike, it's that thing. Yeah,
for real.
And the fact that the music can always be, like, you know, improved, if we just say that.
Yeah, bro. Vocal training, all this stuff. You can hear with Drake, man. Like, I think when vocal training became super important to me was just hearing Drake's improvement in singing.
Yeah, fast, because Drake didn't always sing the way he be singing, bro.
Yeah, bro. There was a time where you could tell that, oh no, he was in the gym.
That nigga been training for real. Yeah.
So yeah.
And then Don Delicious, he's also under NeverBroke, right?
He's not under NeverBroke anymore, no.
Oh, not anymore?
No.
Till when?
He was. Like recently, we just decided there's a lot of factors to it.
Yeah.
But I feel like on a music side of things, there was a bit of a disconnection.
Okay.
You know, I feel like he's been developing as a DJ for a while, and I don't think music is his natural thing, you know. So I think it took longer than it normally would, you know, just for him to get the music side of things right.
Yeah.
And also, man, I just feel like I'm overwhelmed, and the team is overwhelmed, and I feel like that's something that the team is lacking in general, which can be sort of put on me. Is that, bro, I'm not here, man. I'm not here, and there's definitely a missing ingredient to the team with me not being here.
Yeah.
You know, and me being busy with all these other things.
Yeah.
You know, so I also take a lot of responsibility for that. It's just having the correct capacity to give him what he needs, you know, especially from a musical point of view, and, you know, just being there with him and really helping him become that person.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm obviously still family, and we still do work together.
Definitely.
But I will say, like, professionally, we're not his team anymore, and it's just a recent decision. But we still do everything together, man. We're gonna be in Paris together.
Still quelling.
Yeah, we're still family, man. And we must understand we've been doing, like, when Didi was a rapper, we put him on his first tour.
Type shit.
You know, we executive produced his first project. Rico was writing that shit, producing all that shit. It was all us. So we've been family for the longest time. You know, it just has to be realistic, and even I need to also be realistic and see, you know, what actually makes sense for me, what makes sense for him, what's the best situation for him. You know, right now as a team, we have a lot of work to do because I'm not here, bro.
Yeah.
So as much as, you know, I have powers, but I haven't been in SA really for like 3 years. So the streets have changed.
Things have changed for real.
Culture has changed.
Things have changed,
So I'm not
bro.
even that guy anymore.
Be like that, though.
I'm not even that guy.
And at least you know that.
Yeah, I'm not that
Some
guy
people
anymore.
hold on to that.
I used to be that guy. I'm not that guy anymore. I do have powers, you know, and I can call anyone, and I can make most things happen, but I'm not the guy I used to be.
Yeah, because shit changes, you know, especially if you're out, you know what I'm saying, for a minute.
Yeah, so obviously we still assist him with whatever we can, but yeah, man, I think it's probably best for both him and I that we're apart.
Yeah.
But shout out Didi. I mean, Don Delicious, my bad.
Don Delicious.
Yeah, we did a lot. We did
Trendsetter.
we did crazy shit together.
Yeah.
We did crazy shit together, and it took a lot of sacrifices from both our sides. To get this international shit going for Didi, it took a lot of sacrifice. And took money. You know, I invested money. Like, we weren't even worried about getting the money back. It was just about moving. You know?
Building that platform for you to be able to do that shit. That's
so I'm happy that I could get the ball rolling for him, and I could get like a professional setup going for him as a DJ. Teach him how to DJ. My team taught him how to DJ. Put him in the right place. Like, you know, we got shit going, you know, and I think he's gonna take it to another level. We might connect later again in life when I have a bit of a stronger team.
Type shit.
But bro, I'm dealing with crazy shit. There's times where I'm doing a tour in Europe, which this happened recently. I was doing a tour in Europe with Bryson Taylor. Do the tour, we do the after party. I get back to my hotel at like 4 a.m. 6 a.m. I have to be up because A Boogie's in Australia.
Yeah.
He had to do an appearance somewhere. He has to do an activation at a store.
Yeah.
He has to do his like a festival show, and then he has to do an after party. So I have to be up at 6 a.m. because they're like 8 hours ahead.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So it's just like a lot, man. So I can understand why, you know, people may feel like I'm not as present as I should be. Yeah, and I agree. I haven't been in everyone's careers. It's not the same now as it used to be, but it comes with a sacrifice, bro. Like, to make it into the spaces I'm in, it's borderline impossible, bro.
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to do? I'm not gonna like work with these niggas because
I gotta do this.
I gotta do this, bro, so that it can benefit all of us later.
Exactly.
And I sacrifice to us for now.
Yeah.
But you know, it's different because next year I can make cash open up for whoever.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
because you're making those connections.
You know, and I know the people who run Amsterdam now, so I can say to Ziggy, yo, let's go to the dam. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. That's
shit like that. But it will come at a temporary sacrifice.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. That's that shit where the ends justify the means, you know what I'm saying? Right now,
but that's
it might
on
be
me.
deep.
I take it personally, like it's on me. And I've been trying to find someone, I won't lie, I've been trying to find someone to...
Like an assistant.
To be... Not even an assistant, I don't need that. I need someone to be Nav. Like I need someone
Another you.
Yeah, I need someone
it's hard to find those.
If only.
It's really hard to find those.
We've been in quite the transitional phase.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, we're building, we're growing. There's another person who's joined the team. Her name is Chelsea. From like a managerial point of view, she's like head of brands and operations. She's crazy. She's like doing a lot for the team.
Yeah.
But we still need someone who's in the streets. We need like
tapped in.
You know, knows all the promoters.
Yeah, to the ground.
Can take everyone everywhere and it can be comfortable. Can take anyone into rooms and be treated a certain way, because obviously
give me time,
you know,
give me
if I,
time.
Give me time.
Yeah, but it's different, man. It's different.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's very different. The same shit which happened with Jay. It's like we knew crazy people. I knew crazy people. So when Jay's meeting these people, it's different because like I know them.
Yeah.
You know, I know this person. I know Cooley. I know these guys. So it's a whole different conversation. And we with PH also. So it's different. PH is the godfather of South African hip hop. So it's those things make a big difference, bro. You know, how you walk into a room, who introduces you to this person.
Exactly.
In what context.
Yeah.
All that stuff makes a big difference because how someone meets you is very important. Because if they meet you and it's like in a situation that's not the best for you, that impression of you,
it's gonna last.
Can last.
Stays
you know
there.
what I'm saying? So it's very important. Yeah, that's why I think me being in SA for the last couple of weeks helped a lot because we're getting a lot of sessions done for Ziggy, and it's just like it makes it easier if I'm walking into a studio with Blackie, and it's just like Blackie's family. So it's like, it makes the atmosphere.
The whole thing is also natural.
Easier.
It's
you know
natural now. Yeah.
You know, just certain things. Yeah.
Now I feel you, because I feel like if you do have that certain level of influence in a room full of different people, it's easy for you to introduce, you know, people under your label.
It makes things a bit easier, you know.
Bro, at the time where Didi was signed to Done Delicious, and he was coming up with all this lingo, the well, you know what I'm saying? Did you guys ever think of, was it just playful, or did you guys ever think of like, yo, let's get this shit trademarked?
Copyright that shit.
Because to see where it is today, like
that shit
the influence is crazy, bro.
No cap.
And we all know
there's a lot of stuff that I wanted Didi to own more, but you know Didi, man,
because he's influential, bro. A lot of the shit people say today is because of Didi, bro.
And it's
he's just
way
not on
back
that.
then, bro. Didi was on that
Didi's
way
not on
back.
that. He's not on like a lot of people have run off with Didi's source.
Oh no, yeah, a lot of it,
all the sort of shit. But
lot.
Didi's just not on that, and he's not on. There's a lot of stuff that I really wanted Didi to do, but I guess it's just not him naturally to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And actually, before we decided not to work together anymore, as a team on our side, we were having meetings about trying to focus more on the fashion. You know what I'm saying? Which I think really would have been a big deal, because I'm friends with like really big fashion people.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, and so is he, but we have a lot of influence in fashion just globally. But yeah, we just decided to basically part ways.
Yeah.
But I think he just needs to find a way to like own it, man. You got to own it. It's like that superstar thing. You got to like, bro, if you're not going to be the superstar and own the fact that you're the guy, you're the superstar,
someone else will.
They're going to run off with your shit.
Someone
man.
else will. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
wear
just,
that costume.
And that's what's happened with him. But those who know.
No, those who don't know.
Facts.
Yeah. But I was with the Gwelens. I was with the Gwelens. I was in the studio with them and Ziggy. They have a crazy song together. And bro, they didn't know that Didi is the guy.
They probably just heard it from
even
the
they
internet.
don't know. That's crazy.
They don't know.
They probably just heard it on the net. Like,
I would have thought they'd know that. Okay, no, this should come from this nigga.
That's the thing. Like,
that's crazy.
If you know, you know, kind of
that's
thing.
crazy.
No, like they didn't know that this is all Didi.
Because there was that viral clip of Major League and I think they were in Paris, and then that's when they were
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, man, yeah. As an artist, you also gotta take some responsibility to own the shit, so people know that this shit's you, man.
Exactly.
Because otherwise they're gonna run off with the shits.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's what we did well with Jay. Is like the whole leader of the wave thing was intentional. People don't understand that. Like that whole concept, that I came up with Jay was me trying to say, yo, dog, you gotta own it, you gotta claim it,
facts,
so people can know that it's you.
Yeah, you
that's
started
why we call the
this,
project
so
Leader of the Wave. That's why we
yeah.
started calling him Leader of the Wave, because you gotta own it and people will, and you gotta show it. That's why we put people on. That's why we did a lot of stuff for like a lot of people, so that you can see it's the Leader of the Wave.
Yeah.
We did like put people onto like Rage Festival, because we hosted the hip hop stage at Rage Festival.
Yeah.
We did a lot of stuff, and it's just like showing that you're a leader. Yeah, that's what I'm also trying to do with Ziggy now. He's gonna like really put on a lot of like Afrikaans artists. Yeah.
So what I'm seeing is that you often like set blueprints with these artists, you know what I'm saying, that people can either use or just acknowledge and be like, okay, these niggas paved the way like this. Like,
for sure.
This is how you can do things and
For
shit
sure,
like that.
yeah.
That's dope.
So, bro, let's just backtrack to Jay real quick. Because he's been going viral on social media for good and bad things. And I'm sure a lot of people want to hear from you, you know what I'm saying, your take as to the whole situation going on. Is he good? Have you spoken to him? What's the word?
He's calm, man. I guess the way I see Jay is very different to everyone else. Like, to me, Jay's a kid. Like, he's, I've known him since he was 17. You've known him since he was like 13 or something. But, I see him the same way. So, with all of the shit that's going on and he's dealing with and he's projecting, like, this whole process, I guess I see it in a different way because I just know him and I know who he was.
Yeah.
I know every step of the journey. Like, I know what happened. Like, I know how he became this person. I know what affected him. I know his insecurities. I know, like, his life situations.
Yeah.
I just know all these things. So the way I see it is very different, But I just see him as just a kid, man. He's trying to figure it out. It's just a human being, man.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't have it right. And he's just trying to get it right. Just like the rest of us. He just has other shit that he's dealing with. And I don't think he was prepared. Like, the way he grew up didn't prepare him for all this.
Or
True,
the way his life would change and shit like that.
And I feel like you being his manager, the internet also expects a lot from you.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a lot
It puts
of pressure
weight on you,
to place on somebody. Because like, this is new to me too, bro. Like, this is also a deep situation that I'm unfamiliar with. So
it's crazy. At some point I had to sort of take a step back because, bro, like, I'm also just a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm just a man, and my life has to go on, and I have a family, and like, my family hasn't always been in the greatest of positions, and like, I have responsibilities, bro. I have people to think about, you know? So I had to keep going, had to move forward. But yeah, we're still family, man. He's done a whole lot of bullshit, and I'm the first one to call him out on it, But yeah, I just see him as a kid that needs to like learn.
Figure shit out.
Yeah, figure shit out. And he is, as time goes by. He's even shocking me. Like, he's been on a good streak lately. And I guess he seems to be in a better space.
And with the good news, with the MT feature, the internet's also excited and hyped out
it's like
about that.
Bubbling that again. Like, okay, music is back. You know what I'm saying? This shit,
Guys, life is weird, man. Like, life is tough. Like, as humans, this shit is crazy. I think because of my spiritual journey, I've been able to like zoom out from stuff and like not be so inside of it and just see it from like a zoomed out perspective and in context. Like, when Jay does stuff, I don't see it as, oh, Jay's taking drugs or Jay's doing this. I see it as the whole context, the whole journey. Like, why he's taking drugs, why he's doing this. Because bro, when I met Jay is like the super Christian. He ain't touching no drugs. Like, bro, him and Talanga waking up at 4 a.m. going
to church. Niggas like going to church. Like, you're not coming.
Like, he didn't just like, not that he chose to be this crazy person. Like, a lot of shit happened in life. And he has like a chemical imbalance, and he's white, and like there's like a lot of stuff,
factors.
Bro. So it's not excusing the stuff he's done and the person he's become. I just understand it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you get where it comes from. It's like, damn, I get you, man.
Yeah, so this life thing is new to all of us, bro. Like,
I don't think I don't really have it figured out, bro.
I just arrived.
It's
bro.
crazy,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It is what it is.
And with the MT thing, how involved are you with that?
I'm not super involved. Like, today I'm going to go listen to the shit. When it comes to the music stuff, obviously I'll always be super involved. But for a while now in Jay's career, I sort of have wanted him just to do what he wants to do. I was too much of I don't know if I can say a father figure. Father figure. And everyone knows it. Like, everyone used to see me as like Jay's dad. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like at some point in his career, he told me straight that like, yo, bro, like I'm over this bullshit. Like you fathering me, and it's like I want to make my own. Like he acknowledged that me doing things the way I did them, like was a huge benefit to his life, but it didn't sit well with him that he wasn't choosing these things. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, I was like, okay, cool. You know, I'll take a step back then, do your thing.
Yeah.
And to be honest, a lot of shit went wrong. Like immediately, a lot of shit went wrong. But it's important that you make your own decisions.
Facts.
So that you can say that like you chose to go wrong or you chose to go right. You know. So I also understand him, man. Like, you don't want this guy who's like not like I'm a few years older than him, telling me everything's due and telling me how to behave all the time. At some point, I mean, Rod, you know, like we're just always forcing Jay to do things or not to do things and fathering him and like policing him. And obviously it got to him. So at some point it's just like, my dog, like do what you...
I gotta let you handle shit.
Yeah.
Make your own
how
flops.
you see.
Yeah, so that's the vibe.
And then now with Cash, bro, when are we expecting any, like, I saw the feature with Ace was fire with, what's his name? Michael something like that. Tuhoy.
Yeah.
Internet's going crazy and loving that shit. Can we expect the body of work from Cash this year?
Yeah, hell yeah. He got a collab project with Savage, my Nigerian artist, coming, which is crazy. We shot 2 music videos for that in Nigeria already. And we're working on his album, but he's also been dealing with his own
shit,
his own stuff. You know, like Cash is a dad, and yeah, he has a family, so he's just trying to like deal with all that stuff. We independent people, like, I don't think people realize that like we've been fully independent. Actually, a lot of people think that we are labeled, funded by someone somewhere, I don't know. But it hasn't been an easy journey. For Cash to be able to have lived in Joburg, pay rent, look after himself, look after his baby in Cape Town, tell him to pay more money, all that stuff, like, it's a different thing, man. But we have been blessed, like, as independent people, between Jay and Cash, like, the money they've made as independents, like, I don't think a lot of independent artists have made that money, to be honest with you. Like, you know, so that's the vibe with Cash. But there's some shit on the way. Yeah, Cash is Cash, man. Cash is the greatest. So like,
no, Cash is crazy.
There's always gonna be something. It just has to also has to make sense. And I think right now we're trying to make moves that are actually gonna move.
I feel you.
A lot of the time, and I get it. Like, people just be moving just to say that they are moving. Yeah. But like, at some point you just gotta start moving so that it actually is a move. It's an actual difference. Yeah. Because, dog, it's just, I know niggas who have had like hits in SA, but like, bro, they still don't get booked as much as Cash.
Yeah, there's no real motion.
Yeah, this is just, it's dog, man. So you just gotta like try finesse a way where you move and it's actual movement. Like, Cash dropping a collab project with Savage is gonna do crazy shit.
Facts.
You know? With that being said, Cash is already known in Nigeria. Everyone knows Cash in Nigeria. You know, so a lot's gonna come from that. Yeah. You know, so it's about making moves that actually make sense, bro. Because like, you find yourself making moves, bro. Yeah. And we just still here.
Yeah. I know those.
You just move.
It's like, wow, did we move?
Yeah. It's just like we're just jogging on the spot type shit. Yeah. You know?
I know those moves.
Just to give the perception that you have motion, like you're doing something. Yeah. But you ain't really doing nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think it's cool. Cash also just having his moment, I feel like, gave room for Ziggy to do his thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So everyone will have their, you know, their moments.
Their time.
Well, now he's more wise. I saw his inspirational quote. You saw the one today?
I saw it. You saw it. Joined. Yeah,
you saw it.
Hey, you dropped some knowledge on these youngins.
Guys, Cash is a deep person.
That was deep. I wouldn't lie.
Cash is a deep person.
That was so deep, bro. What's that first line?
Yo, that's deep, boy. Yeah, that's deep.
What do you say? Rather be
rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener
in a war.
A gardener at war. Yeah, that's deep, boy.
He's bro, everyone who I work with are actually really good people, bro.
Yeah, that's dope. Cash is good people, bro.
Nah, for real.
Cash is just like a really good guy.
Very humble, maybe respectful
even
as well.
Maybe even like too much of a good guy. I feel like
you say too much of a good guy.
Yeah,
Cash
is even too humble, man. Because I've seen people, I'm not gonna say their names, that huge artists in SA are fans of Cash, but Cash like doesn't like he wants to act like he's like too much of a fan of them. Like, yo, bro, just chill, because I see you the way we see each other the same, man.
Yeah.
You just chill, like it's calm, like it's us, like you Cash, bro, like relax. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Cash like it hasn't clicked to him. Even though, bro, he's performed at all the biggest festivals.
Literally,
he's
bro.
gotten big money, like you know, he's done a lot of stuff. But to him, like he's just a really humble kid.
Yeah.
Which I think plays into the whole superstar thing.
Yeah.
Is that you gotta be able to be a superstar, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
And I feel like being a superstar, not in a bad way, but being a superstar needs a certain level of ego as well.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm him.
It does, yeah.
And to be able to embody that in the moment, like,
as much as people hate it, but that's the thing that
you need that.
Gives you that superstar aura.
That thing, bro.
You need it, bro.
You know, not to say that Cash's humility hasn't benefited him.
Yeah.
But there's also a downside to it. Yeah, for sure.
I feel you.
Yeah, no cap. I wanted to actually just quickly backtrack on one thing you said about dealing with Don Delicious, right? So we're talking about the whole trademarking a certain movement or, you know, influencing a certain movement. So you said that you wanted him to, you know, own that shit and like you know what I'm saying, make sure that, you know, he's the blueprint for a certain type of thing, you know what I'm saying? But he might not feel that way. So with artists, how much say or control do you have if you think that this is the right move for your career, but then the artist be like, nah, I ain't trying to do that? Like, where do you guys find the middle ground?
Now it's I don't force anyone to do anything anymore. I used to be very like hectic, but now I'm just chill, man. I can't, bro. I'm dealing with so many things. I can no longer beg people to be the best them.
Even if it's like, let's say this is a really good move for this person's career, like.
No, obviously I'll emphasize it's a good move. I'm not gonna force anyone, bro.
Yeah.
Like I can't force anyone to do anything at this point. It's just, I also want people to be happy, bro. You know, like
it must be a decision they made. Like, okay,
this
is something
first.
you want to do.
Bro, we're friends first. Like these guys are my family, so I don't really, you know, same thing with Jay or anyone. Like, bro, just whatever's good for your soul first. If it's not good in your soul, then it's calm. I don't want you, like, even if you're not successful as an artist, as long as you're inside, it's calm because you're my friend first, which is unique to NeverBroke, I'd say, and is also a downside to NeverBroke to a certain extent. But it's what I've personally chosen to do, and it's what creates the certain texture and environment and vibe that we have. But it does have downsides and it has plus sides to it.
At least it's built off friendship, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, it needs to be that first, man. Like,
at least it's built off friendship, bro.
It does make it different from, you know, your regular label where
just
what they say goes type of thing. It's like, yo, we want you to do this, you gotta do
But
this.
this experience has made me understand why labels do that. Yeah, like my whole experience has made me understand why labels are so like a certain way. Yeah, but I don't want to even be on that. Like, maybe I'm not business minded enough, but I'm not even trying to. Bro, that's why I don't care about like contracts and all these things because, bro, even if someone signed their life away to me, if they want to go, bro,
it's like,
just
go, bro. Yeah,
like it's calm.
Yeah.
You know,
but now contracts are needed. Like.
No, they are needed. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying like even if we have a contract, like I'm not gonna put anyone in a weird position. Obviously, financially, and like business wise, I'll request certain things, but I don't think anyone would screw me over in general. You know, if you know me. From a caring point of view, I don't think you'd screw me over. And just in general, like I think people know that like I'm just not someone that if you screw me over, it's very brave of you. Yeah.
And I'm gonna get into like what's your thoughts of the current state of the game right now, bro?
Where like in South Africa?
In South Africa, like
It's
What you think?
I
Speak
can't-
your truth.
You want to say something?
Because
what I was about to say
we
is-
see your tweets, bro.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
No, we see
bro.
your tweets.
You must remind me, like for real. You must bring stuff up because maybe then I can expand on those tweets. But I'll be truly honest, man. I'm not the guy.
No, but I feel like
Maybe from the outside looking in, maybe from where you are right now.
I wouldn't even say that, bro. I'd say because I feel like you've seen the gradual shift from the whole SoundCloud era, you know what I'm saying, breaking into mainstream, breaking into international. So you've kind of had a good scope of like, you know, what's been happening.
I just don't think, just generally speaking, I just don't think South Africa is into music like that. I think we're into vibes.
Yo, that's a
Into drums, yeah. We're into like log drum and
No, I
like,
think it's fine. I don't think
yeah,
that
just
like on a masses level. You know what I'm saying?
not no words.
I don't think we're into music. I
Yeah,
think
just
we're into
sounds.
That's funny.
which is calm.
We're into
Which is
sounds.
I guess
hilarious,
it
bro.
makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
you know, with our history and like,
Yeah.
with all the, like, you know,
They say we into vibes,
we
bro.
are.
No, we are.
We're into
You're lying,
vibes,
bro.
Yeah, we're into vibes,
Oh, that
man.
sounds
I feel
nice.
I
you,
don't think people
though.
like into music like that.
The
I feel
thing is,
like,
I feel
guys,
you.
when I was in America like 2 years ago, is when
Yeah.
when I realized, I was like, fuck, these people are actually into music for real. As in, you know, we think that what we hear is what everyone is listening to in America. But when
Yeah.
you're in America, you realize that everyone is actually into music for real.
Yeah.
They're listening to like proper music. Like music is like musicianship and all that sort of stuff is a big deal there, you know, from you know the technicalities of making music.
Yeah.
People are actually really into it there.
Yeah.
Also, they've been making music for a
Yeah.
long time. That time.
Yeah,
this
no.
music thing is
for
new to
real.
us.
Yeah.
Hip hop, this side especially, is young as
It's
hell.
new to us,
It's
bro.
very
Not
young,
even.
bro.
It's new to us.
People are into music for real, so I feel like that's a big difference, you know. But the industry is just, it's young, man. It's
very
young.
young,
It's
that's
young. I
right.
feel like it's still growing. I feel like as South Africans in general, I feel like we have a chip on our shoulder when it comes to everything because
Yeah.
of what we've been through as a people.
Yeah.
So that translates into everything that we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it be, bro, tenders to playing soccer to
Even in,
whatever.
sports,
there's
entertainment.
a certain
Yeah.
chip on our shoulders because of what we've been through that is going to translate, you know, and we're still dealing with like, we're just fresh out of apartheid, like,
Past traumas,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So we're just dealing with like a lot of those things, which will automatically make sense. I get it. I don't think it's fair, but I get it, man. It's like, it makes sense.
I feel like it's helped in a certain aspect as well, you know what I'm saying? Because with like if you look at like, you know, sports, entertainment, all of this, will like really be proud of, you know, when niggas abroad see that, okay, oh, these niggas are number one in this sport. These niggas have the number one streaming artist right now. These niggas have this. And you'll see everyone show up in the comments like SA Flags, like, we do this shit, you know what I'm saying?
I love it.
do.
I love the energy in SA right now when it comes to like our people doing stuff.
We claim our people for real.
We claim
Like,
and
yeah.
we support our people. I mean, we support them when they're doing very well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's be that's true.
Yeah.
That nigga say, hold
That's
on,
true.
let's
When
get
there's
it,
nobody,
let's get it
yeah.
right. Let's get it
When
right.
there's when there's nobody.
Is you know, like obviously they weren't gonna show Tyler this love if she wasn't.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
One thing I like is that Ricky used to put like so much emphasis on like the kids.
Yeah, the kids.
And I
Believe
feel
in the
like- and I
kids.
feel like right now there's a lot of kids that are like coming up, bro. And I feel like
Sure.
people are more like people are opening doors to kids more now than ever before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's so much new talent coming up, bro.
yeah, I just wish there was more managers, man. Like there's more, like with the kids, I wish there was more people on a managerial level because I feel like that's the difference between back then and now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because back then there was a whole kids industry, but that's because there were people in the industry as kids who were doing other stuff besides for making music.
Yeah.
Now everyone is trapping. Everyone's trying to make the music, and I think the management part is what's
missing
right
right now.
when it comes
Yeah.
to the kids and all that. But it's calm, man. I don't want to speak anything too negative, but it's calm. Obviously, there's just like a lot of like weird personal vibes, which is like boring to me. It's like dead. It's people aren't musically driven, man.
Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you, people here aren't really into music. Because I'll tell you now, this sounds a bit biased, but if people here were really into music, then Cash would be the biggest artist in South Africa.
Oosh.
Okay.
If it was about like being into music,
No, if I was big into music, a lot of people would be like,
bro, it'd be like Nasty, like Cash would be with Nasty and Black, you know?
Yeah, I would like because
your
Cash is a
your-
really good artist.
Your should
bro.
be Wangs.
Yeah, Yuan would be
Yeah.
there.
He'd be
A lot of
there.
people, like,
a lot of people.
Yeah, if it was about music, but you know, like if these people who are running shit were really into music, then they wouldn't let people like Yuang like just chill,
Yeah.
or they wouldn't let like a lot of people
But you
just
know
chill.
who these people are, Nev.
Do I know who people are?
You know who these people are who are running music, who are running
Do
the
I?
game, the narratives, the
Yeah,
everything.
man, they're not into music. They're into like their shit, which is cool. Yeah, not everyone like is gonna take that responsibility, or maybe they'll only take that responsibility when it's like relevant to them or benefits them directly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas back in the day, I feel like we took responsibility for all this shit. Like we
Yeah.
wanted everyone on. We wanted Hash on. We wanted like all these people on because we felt like it was like a wave, man. It was like there was more unity. Now I don't think it's like on that.
Yeah, people aren't as selfless, bro. Like, people are too stuck up on like themselves too much, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just gotta see the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? And not be so stuck up.
But I get them. It's a
normal thing, like,
and it's a new money thing.
Yeah,
like that's what I'm telling you. It's the history of South Africa that's affecting all this shit. It's new money. It's like the reason why SA is the way SA is because we're new to money.
No, we are.
The reason why there's corruption and all
that's
these
why
things.
people are corrupt.
That's what I keep telling these
It's like
niggas,
you're gonna give a nigga who was broke,
who's never had this shit. Come on,
definitely
bro.
gonna take.
They call it new money syndrome. Like,
New money syndrome.
That's what it is.
That's
bro.
it's everything goes back to that. That's why I get it. That's why I'm not touched. It's like I'm not gonna be mad at X person for not putting me on because I know, bro. Hey, there's no money at home, chief.
Yeah.
Well, they've only seen their first million now. So, bro, they're trying to get as many millions for themselves.
So it's them first. You know what I'm saying?
So it creates this every man for themselves kind of thing.
I get it.
And that's what everyone's on right now. It's crazy, but yeah.
I think that's what sets the way you niggas move aside, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, niggas now, I don't think someone would be willing, for example, we used Yuang as an example. I don't think someone would be willing to like risk like a lot of money for Yuang to go somewhere, you know what I'm saying, to make connections and they'll be like, damn, how do I make that money back?
Even the labels, guys.
I've had
crazy chats with these labels and it's like they don't understand that the only people who are really taking it far are people who someone really put it all onto.
Exactly.
Like they put the chips in. With Nasty, they put the chips in.
Yeah.
With Tyler, they put all the chips in. Like, you know, it's very seldom that someone is just naturally gonna like. I think Waffles is like the exception to the rule. I think she's like the only person that I've seen move properly without someone really putting too many chips on her.
Yeah, because that was this viral moment. She made sure this viral moment's gonna then boost client.
Everyone had to have, you know, I feel like Davido played a huge role in Foca's career. Like huge
For
role.
sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like those 2 records changed everything. You know what I'm saying? When Foca's on tour in the US, it's Nigerian people at all these shows. I mean, there's some South Africans too, but it's a lot of like Nigerians and shit like that. You know, so people need to actually take risks, man. They're too afraid. Like if you feel like this person is the person, like they found Tyler at 17, they didn't wait for Tyler to get motion before. They said, no, bro, we're gonna put it all inside,
and it'll either work or not.
Yeah. And people are afraid to do that. They want you to like have millions of streams or whatever before they take a risk on you.
Because like, they want it to work, bro.
For me, my honest opinion is you gotta like take the risk. Choose someone, take the risk. It's the only way the thing's gonna work. If we keep playing it safe, it's gonna be tough, man.
Facts. If you stay in your comfort zone, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
everyone's
close
playing
yourself
it too safe,
off.
man. The labels, distros, everyone's playing it too safe. They're waiting for you to show that you that guy. Bro, you gotta find someone as an exec. You're gonna say, yo, bro, I believe you can be that guy. I'll put it all on you. Like what they did with Tyler.
And it becomes beneficial for everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, each to their own, man.
You willing to take a risk on me?
I don't know you.
Have it there, bro. I don't know you.
On what? Like as a videographer, as a presenter, as what, brother? Like, shit.
That is, I don't know you, bro. Yeah, but I think that's a good take, bro. Especially with the way that the hip hop scene is developing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like aside from piano, it's one of the industries that could be most lucrative. You know what I'm saying, for the South African market. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we're missing all of these important pieces is scary, bro. And like no one's willing to do anything about it. So like, will we ever reach that like height that we're supposed to reach?
Also the foundations, bro, and like, you know what I'm saying, there's not enough platforms. Like in America, there's so many platforms for all these
that
young
put
people.
Everyone on.
Like you can literally see like
they put everyone on.
They put everybody on, bro. You can literally see like from bottom to like the top, like how it's passed through, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can see an artist develop and then boom, end up on like bigger platforms. Like you see it, bro. In SA, it's not there, bro. And also I feel like that's why there's not enough like stars in hip hop, like enough superstars. Like Blackie can't be our only superstar still. Still, like that's the only nigga in the new gen. There should be so much more, bro. But they aren't. We still look at Blackie. It's like, bro, and that's because I feel like there's not enough of these platforms.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. But Blackie is also super special, guys. As a person, as a musician.
For sure.
As like you, different breed, man. I was. When I was with Blackie in studio with Ziggy, I told him, I was like, yo, dog, you actually have improved, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because Blackie was fire.
Yeah.
But like the new shit he's working on, I was like,
crazy.
Another level.
like he's actually improved as an artist.
GMG.
Like he's actually become a doper artist. The writing, everything. I can't wait for him to like to release it for people to hear the shit because it's mad shit.
Yeah, man.
That's and then before we get out of here, bro, like, so what's the future looking like for you, for NeverBroke? I see y'all have now downsized now. It's not a lot of people in the gang like that. Now it's like what?
Yeah, I mean we're still like family, but when it comes to artists, for sure we have downsized. I'm figuring it out, man. But one thing I can say is what I'm doing overseas is highly connected to NeverBroke. And my deal with the people that I work with overseas, they also know about the artists I manage, and they know where this is all going and where I want this to go. And I want my artists to open up for these people and all that sort of shit. So yeah, it's they family. Like the international team is as much family as NeverBroke in the way we operate. Obviously, NeverBroke, I've known everyone for like 10 years, but they on the same shit. You know, they the homies. Like we talk now. It's not like I'm working for some
big corporation.
We're also a small group of people who are actually like really close. We got each other as family, and we hold each other down when it comes to anything. So yeah,
man.
Anything I do internationally, we'll connect back, and
it's gonna make sense.
It's gonna make sense
once the pieces.
Get the alley-oop our way, bro. Like you get the Kalani, boom, Kalani interview, boom.
No,
you know
caps. Spaceimpact, here you go.
Guys, let me tell you, like, bro. Like I definitely got you guys. I know all of these guys that I work with. I still speak to them, and they planning on coming to SA. I plan on doing stuff for them in SA, and I'll definitely send them the right direction.
You know,
that'll be tough, bro. Yeah.
They with the shits, man. Everyone is chilled.
Yeah,
it's dope, man. I don't think that people. I feel like a lot of people have so many different opinions about like what I do and how I do it, but they don't realize that it's actually like way closer than it may appear to be. Like I be chilling with these guys like this. We talk about SA and we talk about everything. You know, so it's like
that's dope.
It's a normal vibe.
Yeah. Niggas don't get it because all they'll see maybe is a photo. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, oh,
I'm not trying to do too much, man. Like,
yeah.
I'm not trying to post too much stuff online. And I also don't want people to think. I'm also not trying to be like cloud hungry, man. I'm not gonna post pictures with every artist I know. Yeah. Or I'm not gonna like
because people will receive that a certain way. You know,
it's also weird, and you just have to be like you meant to be there, bro. Like once you start acting
like you belong in the room.
Yeah, you have to act like you belong in the room, bro. You can't be on some like weird fan shit.
Like your picture.
Can't.
Video, you there? Video.
I've never asked an artist for a picture, bro.
Yeah, I know. But somehow they're always getting you snapped in the mix, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? That way,
and it's organic. That's what makes the picture dope. You know what I'm saying? It's organic shit, conversation, like we're talking. Snap.
Yeah, that combo with Ty looked deep. Yeah, like, I was really discussing some shit.
Real shit.
There's people like a lot of shit, man. Yeah, you gotta. I think that's one important thing. In every room you're in, you need to act like you're supposed to be there. Yeah, that's the main thing.
Yeah,
I can tell you guys.
Nah, I feel that, bro. And you know, just to add on that, do you have a message for the youth out there? Niggas pushing music, fashion, whatever. But as long as it's someone that's pushing something, what message do you have for them young niggas?
It's not a message, man. But like, I just live by this phrase. I always say the war continues. Like, just keep going no matter what. Yeah, never broke, never fold. That's what it's about.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
There we go.
NeverBroke is about money, man. It's the furthest thing from
it's other shit. It's like
NeverBroke is about like never breaking for real.
I feel that.
Nah, shout out for pulling up on us, dog.
Yes, shout out to Nav, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate one time. You guys, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
It's a family thing.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no cap.
NeverBroke reunion at Roy X one time.
Come on, man. We always together. Jay was in the studio with
I saw
PH and MT.
Yeah.
We always together, man. Like that's the dope thing. Like we haven't left each other. We all still gang. I don't know who. The only person that we don't chill with regularly is Rico, because Rico's like far.
And that's because the foundation was built on friendship.
Yeah. Yep. We all
that's
still,
the difference.
We're still family. So
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Gang. Shout out to Nav, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy Lowkey's in the building with the biggest junkie.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Arleaf for holding us.
Big shout out to Arleaf, you know what I'm saying?
Family.
Yeah, man.
We gone.